Y'all, this was posted in the True Off of My Chest subreddit, and this question has my face chopped and screwed. She says, my boyfriend smacked my face, and I don't know what to do. Outside of walking away and leaving, I don't know, why there's any question and why this needs to be a post. But let's still do the post. She says, I, 21-year-old woman, have been dating my boyfriend for 4 years, and things were fine for the first 3.5. Recently, he started to get physical with me. At first, he pushed me onto the floor because I got him angry. I dropped his weed on purpose, and I'm pretty small in weight and size compared to him, so it doesn't take a lot to get me on the ground. I told him I was breaking up with him over it. We ended up talking it out, and he agreed what he did wasn't okay, and he said he would never do it again. That was about a month ago. Now, today we got into an argument about me not showing enough affection, and I also made angry comments about him not working. He grabbed at the back of my head, shook me so hard I fell back. What? I proceeded to have a panic attack. After a few minutes, I told him we were done. He then proceeded to smack me. I was in shock, and then out of fear, I forgave him for everything. I just lost my job. I don't have family that can help me, and I have a blind dog that I love very much. I love my boyfriend too, but I'm terrified of him. Now he's saying he'll go to anger management and that it won't happen again and that I need to trust him. I don't know what to do. Okay, so ladies, we have got to get better at leaving at the first sign. I know that we have talked about Lundy Bancroft's Why Does He Do That? But if you have not read it, if you haven't heard me talk about it because you're new to my page, please get the book. It is on audiobook. There are free links going around. I actually probably should invest in the book because I did get it from the library and I gave it back. But it's such a wealth of knowledge. These people do not get better. They don't. She's been dating this person since she was 17. So I wonder how old he was or is because they've been dating for 4 years now. This is not going to get better. It's not. It's only going to get worse. And she's already seeing how it has escalated. So I want you, the person that is watching this video, to get this book. I don't care if you've never been harmed. I don't care if you're in a loving relationship. I want you to do it so that you can see some of these signs because somebody in your life might be going through these things as well. And having this wealth of knowledge, this foundation of what men do when they are abusive, could be good for the next person that you love. Leaving safely is the only thing that this woman should be doing. Trying to figure out a game plan, even if she needs to placate him right now as she executes her plan to leave, just stay silent about it, create a game plan, and get out of there because he will continue to escalate. And saying he'll go to anger management is just to get her to stay. That is part of this cycle where they just keep trying to do little things to keep her in the cycle, this relationship. Okay, so let's do some of the comments. Yosi at the bottom. Tell him you forgave him and do what you need to do to keep the peace, but quietly make plans to leave. Do not tell him you're leaving, or he may really hurt you. Call any relatives that you have that can help you and a DV hotline to make an exit plan. Typically, you'd pack a small bag with just your important documents and a change of clothes and have someone pick you up, or you'd sneak out when he isn't there. Then come back with relatives and or the police for the rest. Do not be alone with him, especially in the home. He's becoming more violent and may put you in the hospital. The OP says thank you to that last comment. And Kai Bodika says, as someone who deals with DV frequently, this is sound advice. Get what you'll need, make a plan, and keep the peace. But do it quickly and quietly. You'll want to be sure he doesn't know where you've gone, so ensure your phone is clean. I suggest backing up photos, important data only, then doing a factory reset. Don't just reinstall everything, so you can be sure he won't track it. Contact local DV resources. I can help you find them if needed and arrange a date and time to make your escape. Ask about your pets as well as have ways to ensure their safety as well. Once you're safe and secure, get police involved. You can you can concoct excuses for gathering documents together, like I was tidying up in case I need them, they were too scattered, or something else simple to deflect if he gets suspicious. Packing should be the final step, preferably right before you walk out the door and not in his presence. One note, if while you gather your things he attacks you ever again, you need to immediately get someplace safe as soon as possible and contact law enforcement. Each act of violence could mark another escalation, so you need to accelerate your timetable if it keeps happening. In many states, DV, where primary aggressor is a mandatory arrest, mandatory hold period, and mandatory no contact, often with the victim being allowed to maintain current residence. Why MMV? Based on jurisdiction. I don't know what YMMV means, but maybe someone can weigh in. Police departments generally have a quick access line to DV resources. Be safe and please, please get yourself out of this situation. It's not safe, it's not healthy, and it will almost guaranteed get worse until something awful happens to one or both of you. I'mAFlirt.com says, OP, consider taking and hiding a photo of any physical damage or marks left on you, bruises from finger grabbing, or red marks from scratches, etc. Any items he throws are damage to the home should be captured as well. You might not think you'll ever want to get police involved, but it might change later. It will speed up the process immensely if you want a restraining order or to file a DV complaint to break a lease. Take care, OP. Please reach out to your trusted friends. Buzzy Lights Ear says OP could email the photos to herself, and somebody else says that she needs to create another email account for this. So I'm doing some of these comments because it gives additional help to other people that might be in this situation as well. So let me know if you have any comments, if you have any suggestions for the women that might be in this situation. Jump in the comment section and let us know. Don't forget to like, comment, and share. So I don't like it when parents do this. And yes, I am a parent. When parents act like we're the only ones that can get tired and that people who do not have kids don't have the right to be tired. It's some kind of weird entitlement thing. But let's get to this post in the True Off My Chest subreddit. This woman says, today my coworker told me I'm not allowed to say I'm tired because I'm not a mom. So she's 35 and this coworker is 40 something. She said, today my newer coworker told me in an office of 4 moms, 2 in their 20s, that I'm not allowed to say I'm tired because I'm not a mom. I thought that was something pretty much everyone born past 1980 knew not to say. This comes days after she said, I must be doing something wrong in my life because I'm not a grandma yet. Her youngest is 13. No clue of any more kids or how old they may be. She is married to the father. I have a bum ovary from a botched surgery and ovarian cyst I've gotten since puberty, the largest being the size of a softball. I spent my early 20s in a crippling opioid addiction that stemmed from surgeries as a teen. I have been in serious long-term relationships before and have just not found the person I want to spend my life and or procreate with. To be honest, I don't even know if I want kids. It's taken years of treatment and meetings and therapy, and I'm finally figuring out who I am and why I am the way I am. I'm working with a therapist on acceptance and validation. I've been doing therapy twice a week since February to work through my trauma. In February, I will celebrate 10 years off of opioids. We work in a mental health clinic. In my opinion, mental health workers should be some of the most mindful, aware, non judgmental people out there. I was shocked she would say something like that. Seriously, you never ever know the battle others are fighting. Anyway, my younger sister recently got married and had a baby. My younger cousin gets married next week. I love my friends and family, but someone always manages to point out I am still unwed and childless. I guess I was just really bothered by her comment. I already found her slightly annoying, but man, this ticked me off today. This would piss me off no matter who said it or who it was said to. For context, I had cracked a slightly self-deprecating joke and said, imagine being me. It's exhausting. Completely kidding, all in good fun. And then she says, no, I'm stopping you right there. You don't get to say you're exhausted or get to be tired because you're not a mom, and laughed. The other girls in the room immediately made eyes, and there was uncomfortable, polite laughter. I said back, maybe some people may want to be moms and aren't able to, and maybe they don't want kids. They can still be exhausted. And then she proceeded to laugh and tell me that I can take her teenager then. It's 6-ish hours later, and my heart still speeds up thinking about that comment. I just had to get it off my chest, I guess. Thanks for reading. She says, edit. Thank you all for your kind words of support and validation. I am tired. However, our office was extremely warm today, and my area doesn't get any of that sweet window breeze that the rest do. I was fanning myself and proclaimed I am hot. We had all mentioned the temperature at some point. Evil coworker says something lighthearted about me being dramatic. My defense is to fight with humor, so I said, I am being dramatic. Imagine being me. It's exhausting. And she fired back with her mom comment. So she basically had that one loaded in the cannon ready to go, but agreed that I can be childless and tired, and we can't compare ourselves ever. Thank you, all again so much. I feel strengthened. And like this person at the bottom says, are people gatekeeping being tired now? And apparently they are. But this woman, she typed a whole lot. And like I said before, she's looking for validation for feeling this way because that's what a lot of women do. But she didn't even need to write all of this because regardless, you're a human. You get tired, you go through things. We all get stressed out for some reason or another. And for this woman to feel entitled to be the only group of people that get tired, it is annoying, it is irritating, and this person needs some boundaries set. And this person who's writing this, the OP, needs to distance herself from this person because she's going to continue to make jokes at her expense, and this is not cool. Okay, so not Lily says, wow, what an a-hole. So if someone is not a mom, she's not allowed to feel tired. What kind of mentality is that? It's like she's blaming the child for her life now. And then the OP, Disco Kitty, says, that's exactly the vibe I got, like a microaggression. And the fact that she thinks she's doing something wrong as she isn't a grandma already. Your kids don't owe you children. Women are whole, valid, and important whether they have kids or not. Yes, that's it. We deserve to have our humanity intact, regardless of if we have children, if we're married, if we're doing X, Y, and Z. We are still humans that deserve respect, and you're still entitled to be tired, whatever. Midwest MSW says, I'm a therapist, seeing this all the time. It's a microaggression. She's subtly referring to you in a less than manner. Crush that ASAP. People think I'm nuts, but mental health clinics are so incredibly dysfunctional that people get away with so much. Just squash it now. Be assertive and not passive when dealing with her. All right, you got that? Be assertive, not passive. The OP says, I could not agree more about mental health clinics, and you're right. I struggle with confrontation and being direct. On top of that, I'm a Minnesotan, haha. But I need to learn how to be more assertive in those moments. I'm glad I said something, but I did go a little George Costanza the rest of the night thinking about what I should have said. And that's the thing. You could tell the way that she wrote this, that she was like trying to fluff it up to make it seem like she deserves better, but she didn't even need that. She just needed to be like, you know what, this is not your business. Yes, I'm tired and I can be tired. So we need to role play that, practice being assertive in that manner. Good Thought responds to the OP saying, my go to is, that's an odd thing to say. Can you expand on that more for me? Then watch her dig her own hole. Another favorite, just so I have this right. You're saying my life doesn't have the same value as yours because I don't have children. Therefore, I'm not allowed to be tired. And throw in a, When you say things about me not being allowed to be tired because I don't have children, makes me feel like you look down on me and disrespecting me, because I am a working person who has a life as well, which has many moving parts that you do not that you do not know about. Moving forward, I would appreciate it if you would refrain from invalidating my lived experience because I do not have children. That is a good one. That whole part was a good one. Yes. The OP says, this is good. Thank you for helping me find the words. And if you guys need this, maybe this should be something you go back to and screenshot. Actually, maybe I should put this in my YouTube community post because that was a good one. So Disco Kitty says, thank you. This is good. Kimmy Max says, and if she doubles down, ask her if she would like to continue the combo with HR. Puzzle Juice says, yeah, Puzzle Juice adds some pettiness, but I think that we got some good role playing material right here. And we're going to stop it right there. If you have any comments on how people can handle passive aggressive or these jokes in the office, go ahead and leave them in the comments. Jump in the comments. Let me know what you think. Like, comment, share. The women in the BurbNBougie land love these find out season posts. They love the open marriage regret. So this was posted in the BurbNBougie subreddit saying these men's effing around and finding out makes her giddy. She is giddy because of this. And I think I've seen this floating around Twitter as well. This one says, after years of pleading, I finally convinced my wife to try an open relationship. We're now both on dating apps. She has over 2,000 likes, a few dates in the diary, and already slept with 3 men. I've gotten zero attention despite redoing my profile and paying for boost. He's gutted. Gutted. He's feeling it in his gut because these people simply overestimate their value. Living in Delulu land has gotten these men thinking that they are a prize that's simply walking out and being available. Women who are 18 and older, preferably 18 to 25, are going to trip over themselves to get to them. And they are hitting this reality smack dab in the face. And this man said he was pleading with her for years. So he's been wanting to dip into Nuva JJ for years. And then the wife was like, cool, bet. And then showed him that she is the one that is the most desirable, even if he didn't personally desire her very much. Okay, so Cat Bus for Ant says, it's okay to hit the wall. It really is. But to invite the wall into your home and to let it savagely beat and humiliate you before it proceeds to have amazing sex with your wife that you've already okayed, that's a decision. That's a way to put it. Nubian narrator says, this is the truth. McQueen says, this is a great comment. It really is, because it was very, very visual. It was very creative in how she did that. Serious Rabbit says, these men really overestimate themselves, but reality kicks them in the balls every time. I love that for them. Blue Fleetwood says, effed around and found out. Absolutely. Find out season has been very entertaining. Nubian Warrior says, you walked right into this one, buddy. This person says, I used to be in an open relationship, and I can tell you that none of the married people I met on the scene lasted long because all the men couldn't compete with the attention their wives got. Why are these men so shocked each and every time? This has been in the social media world for a long time. We've been talking about this and laughing about this. Pug Monarch just says suckers with all these laugh emojis. New Montreal says this never gets old. It really doesn't. That's the reason why we keep doing it, because it brings us all so much joy. And Nia Mia said, chef's kiss. And Roich Rose, I'm sorry, I messed up her name, just says womp womp. But it really doesn't get old. This brings me joy to make these posts. It brings me joy. Find out season is just a joyful time. It just makes you sit up. It makes your face a little bit brighter, your skin a little bit clearer to have find out season in a post. Anyways, let me know what you think. Jump in the comments. Don't forget to like, comment, and share.